Hi and welcome back to the channel. Manchester United have just confirmed the news that we saw breaking last night from the likes of David Ornstein as well as Fabrizio Romano. And the news is that Manchester United have reached an agreement with Sporting Lisbon as well as their manager, or rather their soon-to-be former manager, RUBEN Amorim, and he will be moving over to Old Trafford to start his new role as head coach from the 11th of November. Now, this is exciting news for Man United fans because we've all been waiting to see who Ineos would basically replace Eric Ten Hag with. I mean, in as much as they took very long to sack Eric Ten Hag, they did eventually reach that decision this past Monday. And then yesterday, which is of course Thursday, is when we saw most media outlets in the UK and all over the world breaking the news that United had reached an agreement with Sporting Lisbon to sign Ruben Amorim as our new club manager. Now, it's being reported that the fee which we've agreed with Sporting is 10 million euros. Now, the interesting part about that is, right, Amorim had a release clause in his contract, but the release clause was a bit different for different teams. For example, the teams in Portugal, if any of them were to sign Ruben Amorim, they would have had to trigger a 30 million euro release clause to sign Ruben Amorim. And apparently this happened because Sporting felt that they know Ruben Amorim is a good manager. He's won the title for them. And they know he's a boyhood fan of Benfica. He even played for them. So to try and protect themselves, they said, you know what, let's try and put a hefty release clause in case one of the big boys in Sporting and, in FC Porto or Benfica, if either one of them decide to come take him, at least we'll be well compensated. So they put a 30 million euro release clause for Portuguese clubs. Then they put a 20 million euro release clause from clubs all over the world, excluding clubs from Portugal. But then there was another factor into this. There was a 10 million euro release clause for the big clubs. This list of big clubs apparently consists of Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Man United, Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, as well as Chelsea, and of course, Man United. Now, United on Monday apparently triggered the release clause, the 10 million euro release clause. After sacking Ten Hag, we triggered the 10 million euro release clause to get Ruben Amorim to come to Man United. And apparently from Monday, we've been in discussion with Lisbon to try and see if we can get him to come as quickly as possible to the club. However, another part of the release clause was a mini clause in there, which basically stated that if any club was to trigger the release clause for Ruben Amorim, Amorim would have to serve a 30 days notice at Sporting Lisbon before moving on to the new club. Why Sporting did this was to basically make sure that they had enough time to find a suitable replacement for Amorim if ever any club was to trigger the release clause. Now, what United did was they said, you know what, we don't want to have one team to serve a 30-day notice period. So what are we going to do? We're going to fly over to Portugal. We're going to fly over to Lisbon. We're going to sit down with Sporting Lisbon, have face-to-face conversations with them, try and get them to understand that we need this guy as soon as possible. Now, the two clubs eventually reached an agreement that, you know what, it's fine. He doesn't have to serve a 30-day notice, but instead, he can serve about a 10-day notice. Why do I say a 10-day notice? Because according to Manchester United's club statement, Ruben Amorim's first day as Manchester United manager, his official day, will be from the 11th of November. Now, yesterday was the 31st of October, right? So basically, both clubs reached an agreement that everything was done, the contract was signed, everything, both by the manager and contracts between both clubs, everything was done yesterday. And then basically today, on the 1st of November, is when everything is apparently official. Yesterday, everything was agreed, but apparently today is when everything was announced by Manchester United and Sporting Lisbon to say that the deal is done. Amorim joins as a Manchester United manager. It's official now. Obviously, he'll only become actually official on the 11th of November. So basically, he's basically serving his his works noticed from the 1st of November to the 10th of November. Hence, I said he's only going to be serving a 10-day notice instead of a 30-day notice. So for me, I'm quite happy about this. This is showing me that Ineos, in as much as they dilly-dallied and wasted time by keeping Ten Hag for as long as they did, they decided, you know what, let's act swiftly. Let's try and get this guy in as soon as possible. And he will be joining basically now in the international break, you know. So happy days for all Man United fans. We will soon have a Portuguese manager in the dugout. For the first time ever, we're getting a manager here who plays with a 3-4-3. Ever since I started watching Man United under Sir Alex, I've never seen United play with three at the back. Well, I've seen us play a few games, but the go-to formation is usually be 4-4-2 under Sir Alex. Sometimes maybe 4-4-2 diamond. We've seen 4-3-3 over the past couple of years. We've seen 4-2-3-1. We see 4-4-1-1. But we now may be about to see us play a 3-4-3. And for those who are a bit skeptical, the 3-4-3 formation has worked in the past in England. You know, I mean, we've seen Antonio Conte come to England and absolutely use it to perfection. So much so that it led to him winning a Premier League title with Chelsea. I mean, we also saw what's his name, Thomas Tuchel. He also went to Chelsea, played with 3-4-3. Although he didn't win a Premier League, he did win a Champions League for Chelsea against Manchester City. And throughout the entire season, he was playing with a 3-4-3. So there is some evidence there that a 3-4-3 can work in the Premier League and as well as in Europe. So I can't lie, I'm excited. It's what it tells me. It's going to be something different. The tactics are going to be different. The shape of the team is going to be different. The formation is actually going to be different. So I'm really, really excited about all that, man. I really, really am. I mean, as Man United fans, we've been seeing the same dross, the same rubbish football for the better part of 11 years now since Alex left. So all I ask from Ruben Amorim is that, please, bro, just stick to your philosophy and your principles and play good football at this football club, man. The Man United fans have been starving for years. All we ask for is good football. Just give us good football whilst winning trophies. Like, for example, this season, all I ask for this season is give me a Europa League, as well as try and get maybe a top 4, top 6 finish whilst playing good football. That's all I ask for. Good football, Europa League, and then top 4, top 6, it's fine. As long as we win the Europa League, we qualify for Champions League anyway, so it doesn't matter where we finish in the league. But I would like a top 4 finish. If that's too far, maybe a top 6 finish. So, man, yeah, I mean, I can't lie, I'm very, very excited. Very, very excited. I'm looking forward to seeing things happen at this football club. I've got a good feeling about this Amorim guy. I'm not going to lie. My main preference was Julian Nagelsmann. But Amorim was also someone who, based on what I had seen, I've seen a few videos of people doing basically summaries on how Amorim works, his tactics, all of that stuff. I'm not more of that tactical type of guy, no, I'm not. But, and I'm also, another thing which I need to make very clear is, I don't know much about his side, really. I don't. All I know is that they play with the 3-4-3, they look to do the high press, they play with a high line, and that's all based on what I've seen on other YouTube videos so far. Not based on what I've actually seen, because I haven't seen a Sporting Lisbon game in forever. So for me to come out here and say, oh, I've seen Amorim ball and at Sporting, would be a lie. It would. So for me, as they are known, excuse me, however, I am choosing to be a positive about this move. I think he's going to succeed. Maybe that's just me coping or trying to convince myself he will, because we've suffered for so long as Man United fans. But it doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is, to me, we've got a new manager with new ideas, a new philosophy, and a totally different way of playing football from Erik ten Hag. So, like I said, I hope he sticks to his principles and he doesn't abandon his principles or his philosophy 2 or 3 games into the season, bro. Just stick to your plan, do your thing, excite them, entertain the Man United fans, and they will get behind you. Entertain us by playing good football, whilst also delivering trophies, and like I promise you, bro, the fans will be behind you, Ruben Amorim. So I know this is like a 0.0000001 chance of him seeing this video, but hey, if he is watching, be behind you, Ruben. You know, just make us proud, man. Deliver us some silverware, get us back to challenging for Premier League titles. Although I know that this guy comes with, although he comes with some level of hype, the hype is not too much, you know. Like, people like what they see, but it's also a bit of an unknown, because this is someone who was managing in Portugal, who, to be fair, they're not even part of the top 5 leagues in Europe. Top 6, but not top 5. So there's a hype about him. But I think, based on what we've seen with how things had gone with ten Hag, who had a good reputation coming to the club, United fans this time are a bit chilled, and they're choosing to, you know, sit back, relax, just watch how things go and see what happens. Right now, we're just hoping for the best. Really, we're hoping for the best, and I think we're all fully behind the manager, you know. So, like I said, and I know I've said this like a billion times already, I'm very excited to see what he brings to the club. Hopefully he leads. Hopefully he's the man who leads us to winning titles. You know, hopefully he is. And then by titles, I don't mean the FA Cup and Carabao. No, 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 no. You can start by winning those, but I'm talking about the big ones, the Premier League, the Champions League. That's what I want to be challenging for, you know. But yeah, I'm very excited about this. And what this news means basically is that Ruud van Nistelrooy will be in charge for Sunday's game against Chelsea. And yeah, I'm gonna do a combined 11 on that one. I'll probably do it sometime tomorrow, then release it then, or I might do it tonight, but only release that tomorrow. I'll see. But basically, I will do a combined 11 with Chelsea and United. And yeah, like I said, Ruud's going to be in charge of the Chelsea game as well as the Europa League game next week against PAOK, as well as the game against Leicester. So Ruud van Nistelrooy, first good start. He had a good start to his reign as Manchester United manager so far. 1 game, 1 win, 100% win record. You know, hopefully he keeps that going. Beat Chelsea, bro. If he beats Chelsea on Sunday, né? I'm telling you, the fans are gonna love him even more. We already love him so much, but if he does beat Chelsea, the fans will love him even more. He will become an even bigger legend of the club, because Chelsea do need to pipe down a bit. You know, they've been making a bit too much noise this season. I'm not liking it, but yeah, man. So far, that's what's going on. I loved seeing the club basically tweet that Amorim has been confirmed and welcome to the club, all of that. You know, we've all been waiting for that comunicado oficial, and today it finally came. And yeah, man, as I said, Amorim is here. Apparently the deal is going to be for until 2027 with an option of a further year. So that's basically about, what, a 3-year deal with an option of a further year. So I think that's fair enough. This is the first Ineos hire, by the way, when it comes to a manager. No, actually, his role is head coach, not manager, but head coach. So I'm very happy with that. None of this veto nonsense, none of this my way or the highway. No. We're done with that. Now we're moving with the Ineos structure. But basically, yeah, man, I'm very, very happy. And I'm looking forward to seeing what this guy brings to Old Trafford, you know. But yeah, basically, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys thought. Man United fans, are you happy about this? Did you want someone else? Did you want Nagelsmann like me? Did you want Xavi Hernandez? Did you want someone else? Let me know what you thought in the comment section. You know, yeah, rival fans as well. I know you're all also annoyed because you wanted us to stay with 10 out to keep on getting worse and worse and worse. No. My club is back now. Okay, now let me not do that, but we're on our way back. At least I hope so, you know. But yeah, anyways, let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.